No mai, haere mai, and welcome to TSB Arena in Wellington as we get ready for round 3 action, the final game of round 3 in the NZNBL between the hometown Wellington Saints and the Auckland Tuatara. But before we get into that, we've got Rapid League action between those two sides, the Saints and the Tuatara. Brenton Van Nistelrooy here with you for the call. With me in commentary is the Saints and NBL legend himself, Troy McLean. A very good afternoon to you, Troy, and welcome for your commentary debut.
Kia ora, kia ora. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good match.
The Saints 3 from 3 in Rapid League action to be top of the table along with the Tauranga 5, while the Auckland Tuatara having a loss in Manawatu on Saturday night to fall to 2-1, but still very much in that top half of the Rapid League standings at this stage. So far, just the Southland Sharks, the only winless side as we get to the end of round 3 action. The lineup here for your Tuatara: Wiley, Kailahi Aso, Wilkie, Dalton and Ledger. A reminder, 4 quarters, 4 minutes long, very short breaks in between quarters and at the half. This is all go, and here's the Saints starting 5. Gold, a veteran at this level. Munia, fresh off 15 points on Saturday night. Blackmore, Chunga and Latu. 2 very exciting sides. What we like so much about this Rapid League, Troy, is we get to see the future as well as we see some of the Chemist Warehouse stats.
That's right. A lot of boys from Hutt Valley coming in for the Saints. So good to see. They've really done a good job out there. Jackson Stubbins doing a great job out there, putting together these boys, getting them ready for the big show.
Aubrey Chunga and Dylan Wilkie, the key players listed there. Chunga having 14 points off the bench in the NZNBL in Nelson on Saturday night. And Wilkie, who's been 11 points per game, the guard for the Auckland Tuatara. The officials, crew chief Callum Welsh, Matthew Bathurst and Sam Pan, his assistants this afternoon as we get set for tip-off. Final game of week 3 of Rapid League action. Wellington Saints and the Auckland Tuatara.
A little bit of a shout out to Aubrey's athleticism. They get him to jump the ball.
You love that, don't you?
Yep.
Out jump that time by Josh Ledger, captain for this Auckland Tuatara Rapid League side. So first use of the ball for the visitors.
Hassan putting great pressure on the ball.
Ledger kicks it out, round the horn, drive. A call for the travel.
Good defense, good containment. Teams that tend to do well in Rapid tend to start fast. So looking out for who gets ahead quickly.
We saw the stats before. Good defensively have the Wellington Saints in the Rapid League so far. Gold, Munia.
Little back screen there from Aubrey. Loosens the defender. Good roll.
Latu now Munia for 3. Rims out. Good strong rebound, Latu. Very much a threat on the boards.
Definitely active on the offensive glass.
Gold
Young
backing
kid.
up his defender. That rims out as well. Unfortunate off the boards there. Now Ledger brings it up the court for the Tuatara. Nice pick there. The floater doesn't drop either.
Little butt screen there from Ledger.
Unkind rims for both sides early on. Oh, Gold goes to work this time. It drops in. So the Saints on the board first, courtesy of Sam Gold, captain of this Rapid League side.
They're switching a lot of those pick and rolls at the top. Matchup that they want to attack.
Kailahi Aso going to work. Misses the first, but gets the offensive board and a putback, and 1 to come. Good strong work at the post by Kailahi Aso.
Moving the ball well, Auckland so far. And good execution, which I think we can expect the same from the main event.
Absolutely. Very much looking forward to that one. From 5 o'clock. Final game, week 3, NZNBL. So these two sides doing battle now in Rapid League action. Gold bringing it up court. Latu, now Munia. Inside to Chunga. Tries to find goal, but cut out.
Needs to go up a little bit stronger there, Darius. Had good position in the paint. Had to switch out Hassan there.
Gold this time. Back down. Good strong move again. This time with Josh Ledger.
Tuatara doing a good job of finding these mismatches. Wellington may have to think about their switches.
In the air, trying to give it back to Latu. Latu eventually claims the ball and is fouled. Foul going on Ledger. Change for the Saints as well, is coming in on his 22nd birthday, Arthur Pilcher. So Latu on the line. Doesn't drop. That was the second foul, I believe, on Ledger. Second time at the Chemist Warehouse stripe for Latu. This time, nothing but net. Cuts the deficit to 2 points.
Hassan and Arthur looking to extend some pressure.
Munir on Wiley, but gets round a lovely screen and cuts to the basket. Lovely layup.
A lot of confusion there on the switch.
Taking advantage of it with the Tuatara. Now for three. Rims out again. That time Blackmore.
These are tough rims.
Ledger. No touch, says the officials from the Saints. So Saints ball. Brand new floor here at TSB Arena as well. From Europe, getting its debut. Christened this afternoon. You've had a couple of bounces on it. You said it's much better than the old one.
Yeah,
Munir goes for three.
No gaps that you can get lost in.
Wiley.
Great screen.
Kailahi Aso. Good strength under the rim, but can't finish, but gets his rebound again this time. Good defense, Ledger. And there's the foul. There's Pilcher, excuse me.
The Saints will have to do a really good job of, again, rebounding.
First on Kailahi Aso. Munir.
Little handoff action. Good ball movement.
Great job. Drop and pass there. Cutting to the basket this time was Pilcher, who finishes. Makes it a 2-point game.
Keep them in front.
Showing his strength there. And finishing. Restores that 4-point advantage. Now Pilcher making his way into the paint. Swatted away by Ledger. And that will do it for the first quarter. 4 minutes flies by in rapid league action.
It does it.
So Tuatara with a 4-point lead, 9-5 over the Saints. Interesting to see what both huddles will be going over with their two sides. Don't have long to chat in this short quarter time break. A reminder with the Sal's offer this week. 20% off any large pizza at online code Sal Score 26, or use the QR code on screen. Valid until Wednesday. Thanks to our friends at Sal's. 20% off any large pizza. Won't beat that deal this week. Good healthy number of fans in for the rapid league action, which you love to see as well for the main event. Saints trying to maintain their unbeaten record through the 3 weeks. Tuatara looking to bounce back from their first defeat of the season. A reminder, Chemist Warehouse, official stats partner of the league. Big thank you to them as well. Anything scream out to you on the stat sheet there?
Good job of denying that reversal.
Munia. Trying to get over Ledger, who's going to be picking up another foul. Back.
Doing a great job of creating the 2-on-1 in the pick and roll, especially in the high pick and roll.
I think the foul might have actually gone on Wilkie as he drove to the basket. Munia at the line, coming off that 15-point performance on Saturday night against the Nelson Giants. Had 13 in round one as well. He's their leading scorer so far this season. Almost 11 points a game. Second one rims out, but the long rebound going the way of the Saints. Going to work is Pilcher.
Adana Robinson.
Oh, sorry, it was Alana Robertson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good strong move. Makes it a 1-point game now.
A little bit of side pick and roll. Get to the second side action. What used to be called breaker.
Big welcome to all those just joining us via Sky. Come from the other game between Taranaki and Franklin. Early in the second quarter of Rapid League action here between the hometown Wellington Saints and the Auckland Tuatara. Good defense there by the Tuatara. By the Saints, excuse me. Now Robertson goes to work. Out to Munia for three. Nice. Nothing but net. And the Saints.
Not known as a shooter, but a willing shooter at times. Saints have to do a much better job on the glass and finishing.
That's an unfortunate one.
Defensive possessions.
And then turnover. Tuatara. Back-to-back cheap baskets.
Substitution for the Saints back into the game, number 3, Sam Gold.
Gold bringing out the court to Munia. Robertson kicks it out to Gold for three from the corner.
Nice.
Nothing but net.
Sammy can shoot.
Absolutely. Loves that corner three. Back-to-back threes now from the Saints. Ooh. Called for the blocking foul. Try to draw the charge to Munia. Taking from your, Troy McLean. You thought that might have been a 50-50, could have gone the other way?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He definitely had his chest in front.
Whether he got those feet set, don't know.
I would have gone with a no call, but hey, I don't have a whistle. I don't think I'd like a whistle.
So 1-point game at the moment. Tuatara.
I start with a zipper screen and looking for the early post up.
Yeah, trying to get that ball back to Ledger. He's been very strong in the post, got that size advantage over Latu. Eventually, does he get it? No, he doesn't. Gold with a nice turnover, picks his pocket, but seems to have been a foul before that.
Little hand in the back there, I think, there from Pilcher. They're looking to run a down screen here, Ledger. Try and get him an isolation catch, but Arthur's doing a good job of stepping off.
Okay, also. Wiley. Now Johns. Now Captain Ledger in the post. Backing up Latu, gets some support from Gold, but beats the buzzer. Drops it in to make it a 3-point game to the Tuatara.
Latu just a little bit undersized there, but yeah, doing his best. Nice take.
Good response straight down the other end by Blackmore. Quickly up court is Wiley. Ledger.
Nice reject.
Johns. Nice take. Good drive from Johns and finish two. Back to a three-point game. Shoot. Gold. Urged to shoot from the corner, and does. That one rims out. Tuatara doing well on the defensive boards. Wiley again. Brings it over half court. Finds his captain, Ledger. Drives, kicks it out. Johns, back to Ledger. Banging bodies. Rising up. This time, doesn't finish.
They got a little lucky there. Sent the double a little too late, but Ledger got a good look at that rim.
Yeah, another foul on Ledger, so he checks out of the game. In comes Matty Dalton. A couple of changes too for the Saints. Fast approaching half-time here in Rapid League action. Final game of week 3. Top of the table Saints and taking on the Tuatara. Nice drive from Munir. Floater doesn't drop.
Tuatara doing a good job of just taking the Saints out of their spacing and rhythm.
Dalton.
That's the Tuatara's first half player timeout.
A player timeout called by the Auckland Tuatara. We'll try and set something up here. There's good defense from the Saints. Forced the Tuatara to call that BNZ player timeout.
Look for Wilkie to...
Setting the screen as Kailahi also going around. It's Wiley kicking out to Johns. Johns for 3. Off the back of the rim. 2 Tuatara fighting for it. Eventually Kailahi also claims it and the putback before the buzzer. Good finish to both quarters for the Auckland Tuatara. They make it a 5-point lead now over the unbeaten Saints. 21-16 at the half.
Rebounding needs to be addressed by the Wellington Saints, but they're hanging around. They can take care of the ball and finish defensive positions. They'll be right there.
Yeah, Ledger's been a big threat, isn't he, in the post. 8 points so far for the Tuatara. Kailahi Aso finishing with 5 as well. And then Wiley, Wilkie, Johns on the score sheet so far. Gold, the leading scorer for the Wellington Saints. Munir with 4 and then 2 apiece to Pilcher, Blackmore and Robertson so far. And rebounds Ledger as well. Kailahi Aso, 4 and 3 respectively, and a couple from Wilkie and Wiley. You see that, isn't it? They only had 5 rebounds, the Saints, whereas Ledger's had 4 himself, and Kailahi Aso 3, and assists all the Saints so far, because the Tuatara just been going to work in the paint.
But, yeah. Points in the paint, yeah, and then just defensive rebounds for the Saints. Coming up with those positions, everyone needs to attack the glass. Once they get it, they can get out and run, which is what they like to do.
5 points is nothing, though. Chris Tupu will be stressing that to his Saints. Sione Mama as well for the Auckland Tuatara. Want more of the same, no doubt. As the crowd slowly building here at TSB Arena in Wellington. Half-time in Rapid League action. We've got the big game in the Sal's NBL to come from 5 p.m. Wellington Saints and the Auckland Tuatara. Tuatara unbeaten at the top of the table. Saints looking to return to winning ways, the 13-time defending champs.
I think real similar styles as well with the Rapid and the main game. The Wellington Saints will have to do a really good job on the glass against the Twin Towers.
Yeah, it must benefit the likes of Ledger and Kailahi Aso banging bodies with Rob Lowe and Chris Johnson every day at training as well to prepare them for these games.
Yeah, you could see they tried and tested.
And not to mention Tommy V as well.
Yes.
Tom Vidanovic, another big body for the Auckland Tuatara, who we'll see, no doubt, later this afternoon. Good drive from Wiley, goes into a bit of a dead end though, so kicks it back out. Now, Going to work inside is Kailahi Aso.
Nice.
Good defensive work that time from Latu.
It stayed vertical.
Goal
him at the top.
Chunga kicks it out to Blackmore for 3 off the back of the rim. Good strong rebound. Gold has his pocket pit though. Coming back down the other end is Dalton. Kicks it out to Ledger. Well, floor general and Wiley. Kailahi Aso from the baseline. It's good. First points of the second half away of the Tuatara.
Yeah, Tuatara just a steady stream of wing to middle pick and roll, and then looking for mismatches where they can find them and go to the post up.
Gold taking on Ledger and then kicking it out to Munir. Drives, he's tied up. And he's called for the foul. In fact, there was a player timeout, must have been called there by Munir. Good work as he was tied up. That's smart work. BNZ player timeout. Inside is Blackmore. That floater doesn't drop. Rebound strong by Dalton. Back to his captain, Ledger.
Will be Chunga really quiet so far. Needs to get a little bit more involved offensively.
He had 14 points in the Sal's NBL action on Saturday night. It's a good strong drive there again by the Tuatara, extending their advantage. 9-point lead now. Munir at the top of the key. Too strong with the layup. Good defense by Gold. Still keep it, the Tuatara. Back in the hands of Wiley.
Little show there from Darius.
Ledger. Wilkie. Wiley. Shot clock running down. Kicks it out to Dalton in the corner. Short with the 3. Shot clock violation, but it's in the hands of the Saints anyway. Gold. Loses it on the dribble. Quick outlet ball looking for Dalton. He is fouled. Munir had no option really against the taller Dalton.
Very good foul.
It's been a very good start to the second half by the Tuatara as well.
Back into the game for Wellington.
A few defensive stops and a couple of baskets to extend their halftime lead.
Look out here for a screen-to-screen action. Back screen and then Ledger coming to get.
Wilkie, Ledger, Wiley, kicks it back out to Ledger for 3. Off the back of the iron. Now Chunga leading the break to Latu. This is what they want to do, the Saints. Good transition D by Ledger.
Arthur Pilcher would need to shoot that.
Robertson, Blackmore makes his way to the basket, can't finish. Rebound Tuatara. Another board to Ledger. And a foul. Overly aggressive there for Pilcher on defense. Two to shoot to Wiley from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. First one doesn't go.
Saints really need to make a little bit of a run here. Such a short game, rapid.
Yeah, it's fast getting away from them as the second one doesn't go either, but they get the rebound. The Tuatara. Chunga getting in the way of the pass met for Ledger. Knocks it out of bounds, but still Tuatara ball.
Really struggling with Ledger's size.
Yeah, absolutely. Still plenty of time on the shot clock as well. Wilkie for 3. Doesn't get it. This time the rebound falls the way of the Saints. Robertson leading the drive. Thinks about the 3. Lays off to Blackmore. Back to Robertson. Robertson into the paint. Nice little floater. Doesn't get the shooter's roll, unfortunately. And slowly bringing up court is Ledger, knowing that the time is certainly on the Tuatara side. Strong move, can't finish, but gets the rebound again. Now Wilkie for three, and that's a dagger for the Tuatara. That one really hurts the Saints. 12-point game now.
I think that's another element to be mindful of in the main game as well, is offensive rebounds to kickouts. Tuatara very good at this.
Turnover. Wiley finds his captain Ledger. Comfortable bringing up court, and then it pull-up three is good on the buzzer.
Okay.
He is having a game. Wow, Josh Ledger, loving it.
I was about to say he deserves to pull one from there.
One of their leading scorers, but as you've seen today, does it all.
A good leader as well. Always got a smile on his face. Helps when you're playing as well as he is.
Yeah, the senior member of this group, and certainly a great role model for those other younger players who may be rookies or very early on the scene at this level. Munir kicks it out to Robertson for three. This one drops. Good start for the Saints to start the final quarter.
I don't know, a part of the under-17 New Zealand team. Out of Silverstream, St. Patrick's Silverstream.
Wiley. Good pressure from Munir.
Nice defense.
Knocks it out of bounds. Trying to stop the ball getting into the paint, which has caused the Saints problem. Munir again tied on Wiley. This time off to Kailahi Aso. Tries to find his point guard, can't. Finds his captain Ledger. Nice bounce pass. Wilkie cuts to the basket and finishes. Good basketball by the Auckland Tuatara.
Disciplined execution. I expect to see that similar discipline in the upcoming main event.
It's another assist for Ledger as well. Wilkie gets the and one opportunity as well from the Chemist Warehouse stripe and finishes. Silky shot from Dylan Wilkie. Robertson bringing it up court. Gold. Now Chunga gets into the paint. Good layoff as well. That one well finished by the birthday boy, Arthur Pilcher.
Aubrey needs to get a few more touches. He's great in creation, so I think we can see a few more touches from him.
Wilkie from the top of the key. Jump shot doesn't fall. Hunter Johns checking out of the game. Eddie Dalton back in for the Tuatara. Roberts again bringing it up court. Gold. Chunga for three. Rims out. Rebound Wiley. Good court pressure from Munir. Now backs off. Kailahi Aso. Back to Wiley.
Good attempt there by Sam Gold to extend that catch.
Wilkie inside. Good baseline move from Dalton. Couldn't finish. He wanted the foul.
Let's go, Hassan.
Now Munir. Getting to the baseline. Loses the dribble, but still with the Saints. Robertson. Munir. Foul called on the screen at Ledger. He immediately apologises to Robertson. Great, love the sportsmanship.
That was a strange play. I don't know how Robertson would have had the mismatch against Ledger, but decided to get off the ball, and then Ledger gave him a little bit of a sumo shoulder.
Chunga to Latu. Foul is on the floor. No one going on Kailahi Aso. So no shooting foul. Robertson gets back underway from the baseline.
Take.
Of course, every point matters here as well. These points go towards the main event in the NBL, towards the points for and against. So even though the Tuatara look like they've got this one wrapped up, Saints, every point matters for the Saints here. You never know, could matter when it comes to final wash-up in the Sal's NBL season. First one's good. From the line for Latu. Two for two from the Chemist Warehouse strike for Darius Latu. Makes it an 11-point game. Full court press now coming from the Saints, looking to force a turnover. Worked through beautifully by Ledger. Dalton, now Wiley. This court pass to Ledger. Backs his way in, kicks it out to Dalton, who now drives. Forced into an alley. Floater from Kailahi Aso. Rims out. See the pace here from the Saints, looking to play quickly, but quickly into their half-court defence are the Tuatara. Shot won't go from Blackmore. Tuatara back with it. Ledger, happy to bring the ball up court as well. There's the big body for the Tuatara. Makes his way into the paint, kicks it out to Wiley, drives. Can't get it to drop, but he is fouled, so he'll get to earn them the hard way.
Ledger doing a great job of advancing the ball against the guard and taking advantage, obviously, in the half court.
Very impressive performance by the Tuatara this afternoon. Bouncing back from their first defeat on Saturday night, 42-36 to the Manawatu Jets. The Saints were 3-0 after their 38-36 win over the Nelson Giants on Saturday night. Can't get them to drop there. Wiley, but someone came in the lane early, was it? Get another go.
Another free one.
He'll be happy for that.
I think it was Arthur Pilcher. I would be going early if I had to box out Ledger as well.
I think Wiley very happy to get the other go. I think he's shaking his head. How am I missing these? So 35-23 as we approach the final minute of action. The final game of week 3 of Rapid League action.
Wellington needs quicker positions here.
Blackmore. Munir for 3. Air ball. Good rebound, but then trying to get it back to Munir. Unable to do so. Good hustle, though, by Pilcher.
Good BNZ play a timeout. Just get something sorted, something set.
Yeah,
maybe get a few breaths.
Thanks to BNZ, 5,000 tickets to give away to schools, sport and community groups to come along to see a Sal's NBL game. Scan that QR code on screen, fill out your group's details, and you'll get your tickets to the big game, thanks to BNZ. So Tuatara advancing it to the half court. Wiley, Wilkie, Ledger, the top of the key, surveying his options, directing traffic, the captain. Dalton, now Ledger for three. Oh, rims out. Was halfway down the cylinder and popped back out. Rebound Saints, quickly pushing the pace again. Nania at the top of the key. He drives, kicks it out to Blackmore for three. It's good.
Good hit.
Blackmore for three.
Crowd enjoying that one here at TSB Arena. Foul there from Munir.
And the bonus.
Obviously trying to be aggressive defensively, forced to turn over the Saints. Foul there on Wiley. Will go back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
The Saints just a little bit undersized. Reflective in the rebound count.
Every free throw made contributes to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program. Big thank you to Chemist Warehouse. Another BNZ player timeout. As we have just 10 seconds remaining here in this game. Tuatara in control. Good bounce back performance from them.
Dominant performance, really.
Yeah, absolutely. There's only 5 points at the half and really did the damage in that third quarter. I mean, they put 10 unanswered points on. Blackmore. Oh, tried to pass off the head, I think it was, of Kailahi Aso. Play on. Latu, the lap doesn't go, and that will do us. So the Auckland Tuatara take the first win of the afternoon here at TSB Arena in rather emphatic fashion. 36-26. They take down the Wellington Saints. And it was Ledger leading all scorers with 11 points. Wiley as well, 8. Kailahi Aso, 7. And Wilkie with 6. Very impressive performance by the Auckland Tuatara. And there you see it. Well, for the Wellington Saints, Gold and Blackmore and Robertson, their leading scorers with 5. Well, they couldn't just go with the scoring power, but here you see the big story of the afternoon, rebounding. Ledger with 7 himself, Wilkie and Wiley with 4, as was Dalton as well, and Kailahi Aso also with 3. Assists going the way of the Saints because they were trying to play a more fast-paced game, whereas the Tuatara are very content to play in the post, and it worked effectively for them as they came away with the 10-point win here. And look at those steals as well, getting it done there too. 5 steals. Love to see that in only 16 minutes of basketball. Very impressive too, the defensive work done by the Auckland Tuatara this afternoon as they improved to 3-1 for the season. The same record as the Wellington Saints as they fall to their first defeat of this season. We'll be back in around 20 minutes time here for the main event, Sal's NBL action. The Wellington Saints taking on the Auckland Tuatara. Matewa.
Saints app and keep up to date with everything happening here at the Mills Albert Stadium. Big shout out to Game Day sponsor Packets Day for being on board with us for a long time. Looking forward to the halftime competition where 2 contestants have a shot against the goods, thanks to our good friends at Game Day partner, Packets Day.
man she love, bad man she love, bad man she love, yeah. Bad man she love, bad man she love, yeah. Fatina just shot. Oh, you dealing with the boss? Yeah, make you come, but I never take a loss. Yeah. Like a ball pump up the pussy fast. Skin out the pussy fit. Don't make it cocky brag, original. But the body knock off. If you hear this, I'm going at the back. Going at the base, baby, shake it to the max. The DJ, please tell me the bass to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. 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 Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
Let's see you, Wellington. Who's got a line? I know there's more of you. Saint family, welcome back to TSB Arena as we continue our 2026 campaign. I need you all to make some noise and welcome our team back to the basketball. Leading, defeating, 13-time South NBL champions. They are out. Please have teams to the sidelines, please. Teams to the sideline, please. Teams to the sideline, please. Here we have the Auckland Tuatara sideline, please. In honour of Anzac Day, can I please have everyone upstanding if you're able for the reading of the Anzac Ode. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
No mai, haere mai, and welcome to TSB Arena in Wellington as we get set for round 3 action in the Sal's NBL as the Mills Albert Wellington Saints taking on the Jade Cup Auckland Tuatara. The Tuatara 3-0 to start the season. The defending champion Wellington Saints off the back of a couple of tough losses looking to make amends. So I'm Brenton Vinicius-Royal having the talk for you this afternoon. With me in commentary is NBL and Wellington Saints legend Troy McLean. Very good afternoon to you, Troy. We've had the Rapid League action already, but in some ways what we saw in the Rapid League, the facial styles, will be similar kind of situation here in the main event.
Let's hope not, but yeah, I think definitely similar types of styles. I think Wellington will need to get out and run to try and combat the Twin Towers along with Tommy V. But yeah, I suspect that if it goes the way like it did in the Rapid, Saints are going to be in for a long night.
We've got our poll as well. Scan the QR code that was on screen before for the who will win. We'll check in on those results later. Here are the standings. As I mentioned, the Tuatara 3-0 along with the Otago Nuggets. So currently sit at the summit of the league standings, while the 13-time champion Saints, after that loss against the Nelson Giants on Saturday night, 97-95, slipping to the bottom half of the ladder with that 1-win, 2-loss record alongside the Giants who got the better of them. The Saints led by 11 with 5 minutes remaining, and it unravelled for them over those final 5 minutes, which we'll talk about a bit later as we lead up to this one. Here are the games to come up in the next few days. We're back here at TSB Arena on Thursday night. Saints taking on the Taranaki, who just had a nail-biting win over the Franklin Bulls 91-90. Then it's the Nuggets and Jets totaling a 5, and the Bulls and the Giants and Airs. Those games on Friday night and Saturday respectively. Plenty of top quality action to look forward to in the Sal's NBL, that is for sure. There's the starting lineup for the J Cup Tuatara. Dilling is your guard along with Riley, and then small forward is Ioane, and then the two big bodies in the middle to put fear in anyone, Johnson and Lowe, and they are going to be a handful to deal with, along with that man there, Tom Vidanovic, who is coming off the bench for the Auckland Tuatara, and I caught up with earlier today. Right, Tommy, well, firstly, welcome back to Wellington. How are you enjoying it with the Auckland Tuatara?
Yeah, loving it, man. Loving coming back to Wellington. Some good weather too, which is nice. But yeah, I haven't been back since about a year ago when we played here last year, so awesome to be home.
With your role, coming off the bench, sixth man in the league, sixth man of the year contender so far, how are you enjoying that?
Oh, I'm loving it. I mean, we got these two massive bits of timber and starting, so there's nothing, you know, it's not hard coming off the bench behind those guys. I'm loving it. It's awesome. Yeah.
Just finally, what's the keys to victory tonight?
I think just keep building on what we've been doing. We've, you know, taken a little bit of time to get into games sometimes, but we've never sort of had, we haven't had too many bad patches, just slow patches. So, yeah, try to get up early and then just ride it. But yeah, it's a tough team, so we don't want to give them a chance.
All the best.
Sweet.
Tommy V fresh off 27 points on Saturday in the 100-80 win over the Manawatu Jets. A key figure and certainly I think a leading contender at this early stage for the 6th Man of the Year award, and thriving in that role. It's really a three-headed beast in the middle for these Auckland Tuatara. Now the Wellington Saints line up. The guard is Pepper. The forwards Davison, Ingram, Hunt, and then also an Alea who will be in the middle for this Wellington Saints. Of course, no Isaiah Liafa. He's out with a broken foot. Very key player for this Wellington Saints side. So a new look lineup here, and one of their key off-season signings was Carlin Davison, who I caught up with earlier today. All right, Carlin, well, firstly, how are you? Are you ready to play tonight?
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm ready to go.
And how important is it to get a win again on home floor after the last couple of results?
Yeah, last couple of results obviously not went our way, but it's going to be a tough matchup with the Twin Towers here. But it's, yeah, we really need this one.
How much are you looking forward to that physical battle up front with Rob and Johnson?
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's going to be a big job for all of us, keep them off the boards and everything, but yeah, we're ready for it.
How important to play with pace as well tonight, given that they're so good in the half court, this Tuatara team.
Exactly, yeah. I think if we get out and run transition, because transition is our game. You've seen it in the first game of the year. So yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Yeah.
All the best tonight.
Thanks,
Carlin Davison, who was questionable with an Achilles injury, but good to see he is suiting up tonight. Didn't have a very influential game, as you'd expect from him on Saturday night against the Nelson Giants, but a lot expected of him this afternoon because he's got a big task on his hands during the play.
Yeah, I think there's a few guys that will need to step up for the Wellington Saints. Wellington Saints, sorry. Carlin being one of those, and also Jordan Hunt. I think Hunt has to have a big game in terms of making sure that he can compete on the glass with the big three.
There's the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head as well. You can see the scoring. These are the top 2 scoring sides in the league 3 rounds into the season. But the defensive one is a very important one, Troy.
Yeah, defensively, both at the opposite ends of the leaderboard, and Auckland being a very good defensive team.
And the 2 players to watch there, the matchup, Pepper and Riley, 2 leading scorers for their sides. Here are the officials. Crew chief is Callum Welsh, Matthew Bathurst and Sam Pan, his assistants. Very much looking forward to this contest to see how the Wellington Saints contain this front court of the Auckland Tuatara, who have had good assistance from Dilling and Riley, haven't they? Because they've made their shots when they've been called upon.
Yeah, I think Dilling is the floor general. He's really making sure this team executes well. His assist-to-turnover ratio is unbelievable right now. So, yeah, I expect a lot of the action to go through him. And he's doing a really good job of feeding the big three.
Scan the QR code on screen to vote. Who do you think will win? The Wellington Saints and the Auckland Tuatara. Tuatara getting more of the votes at the moment, as you would expect. After their 3-0, very impressive start to the season. Wins over the Franklin Bulls, 115-95, 91-72 over the Southern Sharks, and a 20-point win over the Manawatu Jets. So no one's really got close to them so far. Will the Wellington Saints, the reigning champs on their home floor, be the side to do that? They certainly want a bounce back, wouldn't they, from that Nelson Giants performance on Saturday, Troy?
Yeah, for sure. Tuatara have done it in different ways as well. So super high IQ with this group. Maybe relative to the age of the overall group, along with the Saints. So, yeah, the Saints will look to be high pace and play fast to try and run some of these old legs off the floor.
Elijah Pepper just been announced to the crowd here at TSB Arena. He's the leading scorer for the Saints so far, the Australian, 23.7 points per game. Dante Ingram just on screen there, 16 points a game is their second leading scorer, and then Akesh Alir as well with 15.7 per game. They're all going to need big games along with Carlin Davison and Jordan Hunt to match it with this Auckland Tuatara side, who have had a range of scoring. Zach Riley is their leading scorer, 21 points per game. You've got Rob Lowe with 15, Josh Dilling with 16, Tommy V with almost 17 points a game as well. They're getting lots of contributors, and Chris Johnson in the middle holding it down with 12 points a game, as well as 11.3 boards as well. So yeah, the stage is set.
Great spread of scoring for the Tuatara.
All ready to go, all in readiness for this one. Final pre-game handshakes and hugs. And 2 big fellas in the middle. Now to jump for it in this opening tip. Chris Johnson for the J Cup Auckland Tuatara, and Akesh Alir for the Mills Albert Wellington Saints. As the crowd, which is always good here at TSB Arena, behind their Saints.
Yeah, well-educated crowd in Wellington, really know their ball.
Alir showing his good hops. Played for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix in the NBL across the Tasman. Pepper getting in the paint, elevating, and is fouled by Dilling. He'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2.
I mean, that's another way to try and get advantages in terms of the foul count, get people in foul trouble. So good attack.
Dilling making his way over to coach Cam Glidden for a bit of a word. And he picked up something that from that opening possession. Rebound with Johnson as Pepper can't knock down his second free throw. Bringing the ball up court with Riley. Finding the big man Johnson out to Lowe. Good ball movement. Now Dilling. Shot fake brings Davison in the air. Bounce pass to Lowe. Back out to Dilling for three. It rims out. Long rebound going to Casey Ioane.
You're going to see a plethora of these types of inside-outside passes to open shooters.
Well cut out by Davison. Steal for the Saints. Hunt up the floor. Davison.
Good shot.
There's a good option, just air ball from Davison. That was a good opening. Well worked play by the Saints. Just not connecting on the shot.
Yeah, he has to shoot those if they go under screens. So good shot for Carlin. Hope to see one go in for him soon.
Riley again bringing it up court. Johnson. Ioane.
Saints doing a really good job of attempting to deny and delay and extend the catches.
Dilling for three, nothing but net this time.
Tough.
First field goal of the game goes to the Tuatara. Davison got a good look last time. This time, bit of a miscommunication with Allaire as he was walking the tightrope along that baseline, but not able to keep his feet in. No turnover. Dilling.
Good hands by Carlin.
Almost got another steal there. Floater is good though from Riley.
Well, Carlin's come up a little bit soft on the Achilles there, so hopefully he can recover.
Something to watch. Obviously a very key player for the Wellington Saints. All-Star 5 last year, Carlin Davison. Have a good season for the Breakers as well. That shot doesn't drop either. Rebound Tuatara. Riley penetrating and finishing. Good strong move from Zach Riley.
2 possessions of poor containment there, and they get a layup.
Early lead for the Saints. Pepper going to work. Good discipline, finding a way under the basket. Layup doesn't drop though. And good hands, long hands from the Tuatara coming up with the steal. Johnson with the tip. Dilling going back to work inside. Good patience. Good defense though by the Saints that time. Shot doesn't drop. Ingram bringing the ball up court for the home side. Davison just calming it down for a moment. To Hunt, feeding it inside to Allaire. Good pass. Good finish as well by Allaire.
Recognition there by Carlin. He didn't have the appropriate angle, so he shifted the ball to the top. Good pass there.
Saints with their first field goal now. And now I think a foul on
Hunt.
Saints. It was on Hunt, was it, in the post?
A little bit handsy.
And obviously knows he's got a big job ahead of him against Rob Lowe. Trying to force him away from the basket. Inbounds from Dilling to Riley. Now Lowe with Hunt for company. Back to Riley. Cross court, well picked out though by Davison, who brings the ball up court. Offloads it to Hunt, who finishes and one. And Davison there just showing his all-round game, coming up with the steal, leading the break. Lovely dish to Hunt, and Hunt finishes and earns the foul.
What he thought was a foul too at the half, he played through that, which is showing great maturity there from Carlin. Just keep playing.
His left calf is the one that's heavily strapped. No doubt that's the Achilles which is troubling him. Was questionable yesterday, but great to see him suiting up for the Saints as Hunt completes the three-point play from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. 1 point game. Lowe directing traffic. Riley back to Low. It's two-man game. Doesn't finish, wants the foul, doesn't get it. Pepper for three, down the other end. Well, that will hurt. Rob Lowe, even angrier than he was with the no foul call.
Good push there from the Saints. Play fast.
First three for Pepper. Lowe back to work, wanted another foul, and has more words with the officials. And just gets away with a warning this time.
This is unlike Rob.
Yeah, wanted the three-point play, wasn't given. So all tied up now. 9 points apiece. Nice bounce pass for Pepper for Davison. He can't gather it though. Turnover goes the way of the Tuatara. Dilling penetrating. Tried to kick it out. It was Riley, trying to kick it out to Dilling. Cut out though by the Saints. Good defense as well. Active hands for the hosts. Pepper going baseline, turnaround is good. Up and over Dilling. He certainly can score, the Australian guard.
He's nice and loose play. This is playing right into the Saints style of play, and ultimately their plan. Aaron's well known for having a high-pace offense. So.
Yeah, they certainly want it in the half court, Tuatara. Rob Lowe hit the deck. And in the end, there's going to be a call to charging foul on Davison. Rob Lowe felt he was deserving one.
Yes.
It was his turn after a couple didn't go his way.
That's a good one to the chest.
A wry smile, Rob Lowe to Troy McLean there. Saying finally. Former teammates as well.
Former teammates.
Good to see a couple of the old Saints boys here, Rob Lowe and Tom Vodanovic back at TSB Arena.
Great high-low.
Vodanovic straight to work.
Excellent.
Johnson to Tommy V, who finishes.
Yeah, I suspect there's going to be a steady flow of action going through Donny.
Gold off the bench for the Saints. Ingram with the loose handle, but drops to Davison. And there's a foul off the ball.
Just a bit of a clock issue.
Yeah. Officials having a word with the scorer's bench here. Chance for both sides to take a breath. It's been a frantic start here at TSB Arena.
Orby Trunga about to check into the game. Young man from Hutt International Boys School.
So shot clock going its way down to 6. Yes, Aubrey Chunga in for Dante Ingram. Was surprisingly quiet in the Rapid League, but coming off a big 14-point performance in Nelson. Aubrey Chunga off the bench for the Wellington Saints.
He's warming up.
Absolutely. Shot doesn't go by Pepper. Rebound, Ioane.
Great box out.
Another Wellingtonian returning home. And Casey Ioane. And a big throwdown by Johnson. Alley-oop. And there was only one winner there. Alia made sure he was nowhere in the vicinity for that one. And even there, just the high five that you saw between Johnson and the Saints coach, Aaron Young. Obviously know each other well on Tuatara days. Johnson was at the Tuatara previously before returning this year in 21 and 22. Coach Aaron Young was at the Tuatara at that stage. Now Akesh Alia at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. There's good. Ties us all up once more. 13 points apiece.
Auckland just happy to execute, get the stop they want, the mismatch they want. Great cut.
Oh, great pass as well, Vodanovic to Riley. He finishes at the rim. Good strong finish through contact as well. Pepper for 3 off the back of the rim. Good strong rebound from Chunga.
Down Aubrey.
Straight back to Gold, who was denied at the rim by Vodanovic. It remains Wellington Saints ball.
Substitution for the Saints back onto the court, number 15, Jordan Hunt. And let's go welcome on stage, number 17.
Rana Robertson, we saw in the Rapid League, into the game for the first time this evening.
Great opportunity for him.
Yeah, the rookie 17-year-old. Great chance. Pepper. Backing down his man and kicking out to Hunt for 3. It's good. Both the bigs for the Saints, very comfortable from beyond the arc, and Hunt showing his range that time. Riley, low.
Looking to triple switch on the pop with Low, which is smart.
Wiley to Riley, off the front of the rim. Rebound Pepper. Bringing the ball over half court, directing traffic. Outside to Gold for 3, it's good. The Saints lining it up from beyond the arc.
Pepper doing a great job of controlling the tempo, finding open people, making early, easy passes from space.
Vodanovic strong, taking on Chunga. Chunga did just enough though, and the shot doesn't drop from Vodanovic. Robertson bringing it over half court.
Kind of looked like a Kareem. Kind of looked like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Old school left-hand hook there.
Yeah, the lefty. Earning himself a trip to the free throw line as well, the rookie. His first minutes of the season, a chance to score his first points as well. You like to see that from the rookie, aggressiveness, don't you, as well, Troy?
Yep.
Not just giving it up to his more experienced teammates, taking on a chance to get to the paint.
Yeah, I thought he was a little hesitant in the Rapid game, but he seems to have learned and come out here a lot more aggressive.
And as you said, chance for these players to warm up, and certainly are warm now. And 2 from the free throw line, and the Saints now up by half a dozen. Riley calls for Low. Off to Dilling, excuse me. Riley wants to match up, likes to match up with Gold. Spin move, can't finish. Tommy V though with the rebound, and Dilling throws it up and is fouled. So earned himself a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. But great work on the offensive glass from Vodanovic.
That's Tommy V's game. Just the punisher on the glass, offensive rebounds. He can also shoot.
And you mentioned it off air as well, Troy. Looking in great condition, looking sharp, looking healthy,
and looking really happy too.
It's important, right?
Yeah,
off sometimes
the court too. Yeah, sometimes you can fall into, you know, the sort of complacency and monotony of the game, especially in Donnie's case when you're playing, you know, multiple leagues, traveling. Sometimes it's just good to get a little break.
Riley unable to convert the second, but the Tuatara with the rebound once more, showing that prowess which we expect from them. Dilling. One-on-one with Ingram. Good defender is Ingram. Does his job. Kicked out to the wing. The shot doesn't drop from Riley, but back with it to Dilling. His one rims out this time. The rebound goes away of the Saints. And Robertson bringing it up over half court. Gold. Robertson.
Running the very similar action to what Tuatara ran.
Chunga. Back out to Ingram. One-on-one with Dilling. Liked his matchup. Went for 3. Back off the iron. Rebound Tuatara. Back over half court, Dilling. And I think that was, I don't know, Robertson getting a bit overly physical there with Vodanovic. Obviously a size mismatch, had to.
I think this was by design. I don't know, knowing he's probably going to get put underneath the hoop.
Yeah, it's a smart foul.
Smart foul.
Good work from the youngster again. 17-year-old Robertson. Wilkie. Off the foot of Davison, who's checked back in the game for the Saints.
Carlin got a little lucky there on that baseline out of bounds, went under the screen.
Foul on Davison. There's a nice polite chat with the officials.
The Saints trying to match the physicality with Auckland, which I think is a good thing as the teams and the referees settle into the game.
They're in the bonus, so Dylan Wilkie will shoot from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. First one drops in. And Aubrey Chunga back into the game for the Wellington Saints for this final minute and change of the opening period. Ingram quickly over half court, athletic to the rim, but can't finish. He wanted a foul, no whistle. Wilkie, nice pass to Vodanovic, came to the rim, and he finishes where Ingram couldn't. Aaliyah.
Saints setting a lot of what's called terror screens to try and loosen up the defense for Pepper to get downhill, along with like these nice kick aheads and gets action. The ball handler will throw the ball ahead and sprint off.
And Dante Ingram to shoot a couple this time from the stripe. First is good. Ingram has his first points of the ball game via the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Ingram's got to get going. Saints need him to be a top 3 scorer here.
Looking to wind down this clock. Dilling. Wilkie. Inside to Lowe, going to work on Ingram. And there's only ever going to be one winner there. Size advantage for Lowe and finishes. 1 point game.
They have
5 seconds left in the first quarter. Aaliyah for 3. It bounces off the rim and away. So quarter time here at TSB Arena. It's the Wellington Saints by 1. 23-22 over the Auckland Tuatara.
That was it.
You know the drill. ZM have the vouchers. You make the layup, you come back, you chuck a voucher on the ground. You can keep going till you make it. Happy days, you good? You good? Right, you ready? At 3, 2, 1. Caleb going north, Timmy going south. Caleb gets 1. Timmy gets 1 as well. What a piece. Caleb's got his spot. Cheer them on, ladies and gentlemen. Not easy coming out here, but they're making light work of it. Caleb gets another one, Timmy gets 2. 3-2, thanks to our good friends at South Pizza for all the vouchers and sponsoring the league. Keep it going, Timmy, keep it going. There you go. 3-4, last one for Caleb. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Got the iron now. Nice work, Caleb, nice work. Get a bonus one. Timmy, last one. You do you, man.
Welcome back to TSB Arena. Quarter time here between the Mills Albert Wellington Saints and the J Cup Auckland Tuatara. The Saints by 1. A reminder of our Sal's deal this week. 20% off any large pizza. Scan the QR code or use the online code Sal Score 26 to get that deal. 20% off any large pizza. Valid up until Wednesday. Get into a Sal store now. Great option for post-game feed. So far, it's Zach Riley, the leading scorer, with 7. Couple with 6, Pepper and Hunt for the Saints. So, tight game so far. As we'd expect between these two sides. Dilling throws it up under pressure from Ingram. He is fouled in the act of shooting. Anything else stand out from the stat sheet there?
Wellington's flipped the script a little bit in the first quarter, getting to the line 9 times versus 4 times for Tuatara, but Dilling obviously starting the game with 2 free throws.
No doubt would have been mentioned by Cam Glidden in the quarter-time break. The Tuatara coach, Dilling, finishing his first from the stripe, tying up this game. We would expect it to be basket to basket. 2 for 2 from the line this time, Dilling. And Tuatara now take the lead. Gold. Chunga. Ingram. Pepper. Good defense from Wilkie, but he still manages to find a bit of airspace and elevates for the 3. He can shoot, that's for sure.
He got money off the bounce too. Loves to pull up.
And good defense this time from Pepper. Leading the fast break off to Ingram, and Ingram finishes. Good 10 seconds or so from Elijah Pepper. Perth Wildcats guard. Just his 4th game for the Saints in this league. Getting it done.
Showing 2 ways the leader in steals.
Oh, looks like some good active hands from the Saints, but mere call on Ingram. As he replay rather, of the alley-oop.
Ingram's got to put some sauce on that.
Yeah, mate, was the pass slightly behind him, maybe?
Yeah.
But I know the crowd certainly wanted it. We wanted it.
Look at me talking right. Never. Couldn't dunk to save myself. Nice play.
You didn't need a dunk when you had your pure shot, Troy.
Yeah, I didn't spend much time in the paint. Nice action there by Tuatara, going through Rob, being unselfish. Aubrey too detached. Easy pull-up.
Pepper. This time doesn't drop. A pull-up J from the top of the key. Rebound Vodanovic, who brings it up over half court.
Good hand, Sam.
Yeah, good defensive work from Gold. Riley. Cross court to Vodanovic, who elevates for 3. Doesn't drop. Offensive board from Lowe. Putback doesn't go. Great hustle by Ioane.
The Rob Lowe special, shoot behind.
Yeah. Vodanovic for 3 this time. Well, he's not going to miss second time round, is he? Tommy V. Yeah, Aaron Young seen enough.
Offensive rebounds to kick out to threes. Minimizing this.
Yeah, good work that time by Ioane on the offensive glass, chasing that one down.
Tuatara got some really good depth too. Some good guys coming in and really contributing off the bench, playing their role.
Well, we saw Wiley, Wilkie, and a couple of the others, Hunter Johns as well, and most importantly, Josh Ledger in the Rapid League game as well. They're all contributors off the bench for this Auckland Tuatara outfit. And I look forward to seeing more of them as this game progresses. But a word on Pepper as well, because it's not obviously his usual game being the floor general. He's having to adapt to that in the absence of Isaiah Liafa. He's doing a pretty good job, but not a natural fit. But boy, can he shoot. You must love that shot he's got.
Strategically too, Aaron seems to have him off the ball, which is good. I think loosens up the defense. A lot of pin downs for him on the second side. So this gives him options, and he is money. So it'll be good to see what Coach Cam Glidden will come up with in terms of trying to combat that.
Robertson back in the game for the Saints, the rookie point guard. There's Riley for company. Now Gold.
Back to middle. Here comes the pin down.
Robertson.
A little diamond action.
Surveying his options, trying to get back to Pepper. Shot doesn't drop. Chase down the rebound is Gold. But then the throwback, trying to find Pepper. Dilling is the willing recipient. Now Riley.
Yep.
Low. Got the mismatch.
Mouse.
Double team coming. Kick back out to Riley for three. That's good. And you can see that coming. And he's amongst the team leaders for assists as well, Rob Lowe. He can do it all for this team.
I'm not sure about doubling from the ball. Can be effective at times, but...
Rebound, Ioane. Dilling.
Let's see if they do it.
Johnson in the post. Going hard at Gold. Good work by Gold,
Yeah.
but second time round, Johnson gets it. Unfortunate for the young Saint. Oh, Falcon. Pepper to Robertson. Robertson didn't see it coming. He apologises to his teammate.
Yeah.
Open three for Riley. Saints are fortunate that didn't drop.
Got real lucky. Alea missed the rotation there. Alea, sorry, should have come across to...
Pepper trying to find Alea. Couldn't hook the pass back in. Out of bounds it goes. A great passage of play this for the Tuatara, really starting to stamp their authority on both ends, Troy.
Yeah, Saints got to stop the bleeding here. Put in Ingram and Jordan Hunt.
Ioane. The rim's out. Good strong rebound for Riley, and Pepper's going to get called for the foul. And it's Pepper's first. Riley all of a sudden with 12 points now for the Tuatara, leading all scorers. Pepper with 9 for the Saints. Danovich 7 off the bench for the Tuatara, showing his value. Johnson driving, kicking out to Lowe for three in the corner. Doesn't drop. Good strong rebound, Carlin Davison.
Athletic rebound.
Yeah, rose above the rim to claim that one. Hunt. Again, just a turnover from the Saints with a slightly heavy pass, with perhaps that time Ingram not expecting the pass from Hunt.
Yeah, slightly out of sorts.
And 2 cheap turnovers.
Yeah.
Recent possessions for the Saints. Won't please Coach Aaron Young.
Just seems the Saints are still trying to find their identity.
Johnson for three. It rims out. Showing his ability from beyond the arc, but not dropping his way.
Good run by
Alea,
Jordan
good
Hunt.
quick pass to Hunt. Now going to work on Ioane, but he loses it. So another turnover for the Saints. Ioane. Nice bounce pass to Johnson, who throws it down. Thought there was a foul as well. Timeout called. But look at this replay with authority. When you're big, you can do that.
Doing it for the 40-year-olds too.
I know, amazing.
That is amazing. In great shape. Still looks like he hasn't lost a step.
I'm the same age, and I've never been able to jump, but at 40 to jump like that. Still got the hops.
I need to ask him if his body, what his body's like after games. I know mine post 40 was 3 or 4 day recovery.
2 replays of that, worth every replay we show, as Aaron Young looks animated.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy, but yeah, they've got to stop the bleeding. Good timeout.
16-5 in this quarter to the Tuatara after they trailed by 1 at quarter time. So you see why Aaron Young for the Saints is animated. And it's those turnovers which are killing them, not even giving themselves a chance to score.
Yeah, and where's the leadership going to come from on the floor with Isaiah Liafarov, you know, their sort of natural leader. Hiram Harris still to add. You know, it'll be interesting to see where that leadership comes from. Pepper seems to be taking ownership of this, but he's going to need some help.
Yeah, need Dante Ingram to step up as well. Experienced player.
Yeah.
29 years of age with the Nelson Giants in 2021. Now back in the league with the Saints. So coming out of that BNZ player timeout.
Tuatara continuously extending pressure. Seems to be squeezing a lot of these high pick and rolls.
Pep with the bounce pass to Davison. And lovely move from Carlin Davison, showing his ability. Lovely finish.
I really like that action for the Saints too. Put Carlin in the pick.
Oh, Davison going on the defensive end with Vodanovic. Now Vodanovic working on Alir. Inside to Ioane, who was fouled by Ingram.
Ingram just sort of standing there.
Here's a replay of that one. Nice move at the rim from Davison.
Just needed to turn it a little bit, and it could have been the Jordan sort of show and finish on the opposite side. Nice dig. Another steal.
Pepper with the active hands and the finish down the other end. The Australian trying to put the Saints on his back. And loose pass from Johnson made for Vodanovic. Turnover the Saints need. Can they go on a bit of a roll here? Ingram.
Back to middle.
Pepper back with it for 3. Oh, rims out. Looked good from here, didn't it?
Yeah.
From our commentary position, we had a great right in line for that one. Riley. Vodanovic. Dilling. Working his way into the paint. Thought there was a foul. The Tuatara. Nothing given, and Alir back down the other way. Good run this by the Saints. And timeout called. Also a chance from Cam Glidden to have a chat with one of the officials about potential foul he thought should have been called, but great response out of the timeout from the Wellington Saints. For Aaron Young, that's exactly what you want. Turnover there. Alir leading the break, and good finish. He's been slightly quiet so far this game after a big game in Nelson on Saturday, and maybe that gets the big man going.
Well, he's got a lot of work to do in terms of making sure that he protects the glass. And he is working hard. They've had a good stretch there, which led to their run of just securing possession and getting out and running. Pepper leading the way there.
So cuts it to a 2-point game now. And instead of Young being animated, but more animation from Cam Glidden in the huddle for the Auckland Tuatara. Riley still leading all scorers for the Tuatara. Pepper now with 11 for the Saints. He's their leading scorer comfortably. Other than that, 6 apiece for Alir and Hunt. Whereas Vodanovic is 7 for the Tuatara and 6 for Johnson and 5 for Dilling as well. Big passage of play this before the half here. Troy It's a good little run by the Saints. How will the Tuatara respond? Vidanovic bringing the ball up over half court. Here's a Lear for company. Stilling. Johnson for three again. This time, the big man drops it.
Saints mixing up their switches there again. Maybe Coach Glidden had seen something.
Yeah, it felt like that was drawn up out of that timeout, working to perfection. And now a foul off the ball on Carlin Davison.
That's 3 for him.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. Here's a replay. It's off the ball.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
that's fair.
A little bit of a flop, but fair.
Yeah, he was moving. The arm was raised. And Davison having to check out the game as a result. Couple of Saints with a couple of fouls as well. Hunt and Ingram, but Davison with 3. Foul trouble, as you'd expect against these big Tuatara. To 3 is Riley. It's an air ball, but picked up by Vidanovic. Dilling. Outside to Johnson for 3 once more. I think Hunt got a hand to that.
Pepper just doing it all.
And Pepper trying to make his way through a couple of Saints players and earns the foul.
Tommy B upset with himself, maybe, or maybe upset with the referee.
There's a few errors with the scoreboard here, so just both the officials and Cam Glidden checking with the score bench to see how many fouls they've got. Tuatara have only committed the 1, whereas the Saints got themselves in the bonus already. Just had the court being mopped up. Brand new court on debut here. The floor brought in from Europe. Being christened this afternoon. And Troy tells me a lot more reliable bounce off this one than the previous floor where the ball was lost at times.
Lost at times, and there were gaps in the floor. I did love that floor though.
Yeah, some special moments on that floor, I imagine. You love a floor with a few quirks.
Good job, Jordan.
Hunt chased off the shot, penetrating, and they good hustle from Alia. Now Pepper going round the pick and elevating with the shot off the back of the iron. Johnson eventually brings it down, and Riley bringing it over half court. Vidanovic with the mismatch on Pepper, but he can't finish. Rebound, Chunga. And now Ingram bringing it over half court.
Nice.
Ingram. Can't finish, but is fouled. He'll go the line to earn him from the Chemist Warehouse strike. Ingram knocks down the first. And the second. Makes it a three-point ball game. As Casey Ioane checks out, I think he's got 3 fouls now. Also coming out of the game, Chris Johnson and Josh Ledger, who was so impressive in the Rapid League earlier, into the game for him.
Ingram needs to be and continue to be aggressive. getting to the free throw line. More of that from him.
Wiley also on the floor for the Tuatara. Low to Riley. He finishes. He has 14 points now. Averaging 21 on the season. The leading scorer, Zach Riley.
Good take, I don't know.
Oh, good work from the rookie. Driving to the basket and finishing. Ledger. This time Ledger called for the off-ball foul.
Players like Ledger have to kind of dance the line all the time, so sometimes you're putting yourself in a position where you get called for those offensive fouls, but sometimes you get to clean people up. It's fairly obvious he likes to do this. Come back and get him.
Robertson make his way in the paint, kicks it out to Aaliyah. He'll shoot for three. Off the back of the rim. Good hustle by Pepper. Getting there ahead of Riley. And earns a trip to the free throw line, I think. Not quite. Fourth team foul on the Tuatara this quarter. Ingram. Aaliyah open for three at top. And it drops. Not going to miss second time round. Nothing from net. Nothing but net by the big fella. And we have a tied game. 41 apiece.
BNZ player timeout. Tuatara.
And a chance for the Tuatara to go over things in this BNZ player timeout. And thanks to BNZ, there are 5,000 tickets to give away to school, sport and community groups to come along to see an NBL game. Scan the QR code on screen, fill out your group's details, and you can get tickets to the big game. Thanks to BNZ. Good comeback by the Saints, Troy.
Yeah. Similar spacing to the Rapid League player, BNZ player timeout, so let's see what they run here. Flare screen.
Dylan.
Yeah. And pop.
Low. Drives to the baseline. Can't finish under pressure from Aaliyah and Pepper. Pepper's going to get called for the foul. Can't believe it. That'll be his second.
Rob looked a little bit athletic in that play. Kind of got up there.
What are you saying?
I hope he doesn't hear this after the game, but hey.
Well, as long as he doesn't see it before he's in Wellington, before he leaves Wellington, rather. I think they've got a flight. The flight's been moved back an hour, so they've got to get out of here as soon as possible. So they can't be going to overtime or anything like that. They need to get out of here. And so he won't be hanging around. He won't have time to listen back on the call.
I did ask him for a dunk, so maybe that's as good as it gets.
Successful with the two shots from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, though, is Rob Lowe. We're now in the... Both teams are in the bonus, so... something to be aware of for the Tuatara as they look to defend this half-court set coming out of another BNZ player timeout for the Saints. Pepper for three. Hard off the iron. Rebound, Aaliyah. Davison. Pass between the legs to Pepper. Going to work on Dilling. And there's a foul. He'll shoot a couple. They're in the bonus.
Bit of foul protection here. Carlin out.
Yeah, been playing with those 3 fouls. Can't afford a 4th before the half. It's the 2nd foul on Dilling for the visitors. Pepper gets it to drop with his first. Timeout called by the Auckland Tuatara after those free throws from Elijah Pepper. Lot for both sides to talk about. The remaining 18.1 seconds and a chance here for Cam Glidden to draw something up as well, Troy.
Yeah, nice little chess game between the coaches. Saints hanging in there. Doing a really good job, much better job in the 2nd quarter with extending catches, making it tough for the big 3 to get catches where they want to get catches.
All tied up, 43 points apiece. There's just 1 point between these 2 sides at quarter time. It was in the Saints' favour, 23-22. Tuatara had a great start to this 2nd quarter, but the Saints have clawed their way back to this position right now. And the Tuatara, with what you'd think will be the final position coming out of this timeout. Chance to snatch the halftime advantage. And Troy McLean will make his way down to grab a player of his choosing. We don't know who will be leading. We said we're going to pick a player from the leading team, and that will be decided after this basket. If we're all tied up, Troy can just pick his favourite.
I think my favourite is on the bench right now, but I'll get him straight after, irrespective of who's in the lead.
I imagine that player is Elijah Pepper. Riley up court, clock down to 10. Wiley taking on Latu, out to Dilling. Dilling shoots, rims out. Good work, Wiley, and is fouled. The small guard got the rebound off the missed shot from Dilling and earns a trip to the free throw line with 0.8 on the clock. We saw him miss a couple of free throws in the Rapid League and shake his head that he missed them. So I think he is usually quite reliable from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. There's Wiley, averaging 4.5 points per game so far this season, the 19-year-old. .8 on the clock for the Saints. Shot comes up, I think it was after the clock expired, and that is half-time here. Those 2 free throws from Josh Wiley giving the Auckland Tuatara a 2-point advantage at the half. We'll just wait for everyone to be in position as well, as Troy McLean is standing by with Elijah Pepper. Can now make my way courtside to Troy McLean, who has Elijah Pepper.
I'm here with Elijah Pepper. Great start to the game, brother, in your first half. What are some of the defensive adjustments that you guys will make for the second half?
Yeah, I think defensively, helping out in the post a little bit more. They're killing us on the post a little bit, and then the defensive rebounds are killing us as well. We finished the possessions. I think we're going into half a lot happier than this.
Nice. You're doing a great job in terms of your defense. You're leading the league in steals. What are you doing out there to try and cause havoc on the defensive end?
Yeah, I mean, just being proactive, getting my hands in the passing lanes. If they're in front of me or behind me and I'm right there, I can just get my hand in there and try and poke it out, and it's just working out.
Yeah, awesome. Good luck for the second.
Elijah Pepper there with Troy McLean as the Wellington Saints down by 2 at the half, as the Jade Cup Auckland Tuatara 45 leading the Mills Albert Wellington Saints 45-43.
just go again, Elizabeth. Yeah, I know. Let's just keep going till you get it, Elizabeth. The toothbrush. There you go. Now you can come back. Get a grab. Place it in your basket. Louis, keep going. Elizabeth, your time. Elizabeth gets her stick in. McGilla playing some defense out there. Keep going, Elizabeth. Keep going. There you go, Lily. Come back. Get the granola. First one in. Put it in your basket. So, Lily, you got the most in your basket. But that's, yeah. So the winner is Elizabeth. She gets the $250 gift card thanks to our good friends at Pack and Save, Kilburnie and Lower Hart. You guys ready to double up? We've got a $500 gift card up for grabs now, but you got to make that half-court shot. Which way do you want to go? Where all our beautiful vendors are? We want to go this way where all our beautiful people are. Who wants to go first? Go on, Louie. We'll give you a couple. Oh, okay. That's your first attempt. Let's go, Elizabeth. Whatever way you want. Here we go. Oh, cool. Oh, mate. That's tough. Louie, go again. Second attempt. Okay, from the three now. You want to go court? Okay. Okay. All right, Elizabeth, your turn. Ooh. Should we give him another go? Yeah? Nah. From half of that, the three. She's taking home the vouchers thanks to our good friends at Pack and Save, Kilburnie and Pack and Save, Lower Hut. Take your stuff of all as well.
Welcome back to TSB Arena. Halftime here in round 3 Sal's NBL action. The Wellington Saints down by 2 at the break. So far, it's Zach Riley doing the damage for the Auckland Tuatara. 14 points. He has 13 points to Elijah Pepper for the Wellington Saints, who we heard from at the break from Troy McLean, who's back with us as we get ready for second half action here as well. And there's the points tallies. Chris Johnson and Aaliyah with a 9 apiece. Tommy V with 7. Hunt 6. Ingram 6. And Low as well. So good share of the scoring outside of those top 2 and Riley and Pepper. Rebounding so far, you got to say that the Saints doing a pretty good job, Troy.
Yeah, very good. They're at least matching their effort on the glass.
I think it's 21-20 the rebound count overall, so very tight. Assists, Low showing his quality, the big man with 4 assists, Elijah Pepper, the general for the Saints with 4, and as well shed around Dilling also the 3 for the Tuatara. A block apiece for Gold and Johnson as well. And steals Elijah Pepper as he is best at in the league so far this season with 3 as well. The crowd loving it here at TSB Arena. They're always doing a great job with the show in and around the game here as well. This organisation, something they pride themselves on. Another healthy crowd here, packing out TSB Arena soon. And we'll be back very shortly with all the second half action in this one between the Saints and the Tuatara. Palmerston North, they were only up by 1 at half-time against the Manawatu Jets. It was still tight in the third quarter, and then they won by 20, 100 to 80. So they have done that. No one, the closest the team has finished has been 19 points within them so far. They've had 2 20-point wins, so very consistent score lines there. The Wellington Saints looking to protect home court with a big win first up against the Manawatu Jets, but 2 losses on the road. As we get ready now for the second half. Saints first use of possession. The starters all back out there for both sides, despite the foul trouble for the 2 swingmen and Davison and Ioane.
You can imagine this Saints team, once they have a full roster, with Isaiah Liafa coming back hopefully next week, and Hiram Harris returning from Japan. Pass.
Alia. He doesn't finish, but Davison out of nowhere comes to get the rebound and tips it home. Again, showing his athleticism. So he doesn't get the assist for the Alia 3, but he gets the shot. Tried to get the steal from Ioane. Ioane showing great strength to keep possession. Cuts to the basket where he is fouled.
Yeah, Carlin putting his hand up to Coach Aaron Young, letting him know apologies for gambling, taking himself out of the play, went for the hero steal, took himself out of the play.
Good poise from young Casey Ioane as well, just 18-year-old. Up against Carlin Davison. Riley got the inbounds play. Thinks about the shot, but has Pepper for company, so calls for a bit of support and throws it up for Ioane, who throws it down.
Wow. 2 athletes.
Yeah, Davison and Ioane going at it. It's fun to watch. Davison for 3 now, the step back. It's hard off the rim. These rims tonight, they've been cruel.
They've been cruel, all right.
Pepper. The Saints got the rebound this time. Now Alia thought about the 3 and penetrates. Can't finish though. Johnson with the strong rebound.
Need to build rules there.
Dilling. Six seconds on the shot clock. Riley. Pump fake and then penetrates, but not quite aware, I think, of the shot clock. Lowe wasn't able to get the shot off in time. The shot clock expired, but then the Saints just give it away.
Tuatara generating good shots, just not going down right now.
Dilling for 3 off the front of the rim this time. Davison driving. Up against Lowe.
Tough. Ooh.
Lowe does just enough. Davison couldn't convert.
This is the pace that the Saints want to play in. Really try and push the ball.
Johnson throws it down. There's only one winner of that every day of the week. Dilling to CJ, throwing it down.
Too many breakdowns on the switches.
Davison, bounce pass into Hunt. Hunt going to work down low. There's the Johnson dunk, and they loved it on the Tuatara bench. I think they're showing that he doesn't really have to jump that high, does he, when he's that bigger guy? A few of the boys on the bench were like, oh, I'd have to elevate so much to get up that high.
I'm just impressed with his versatility, continued versatility, his mobility as well.
Well, he's much more than just a defensive stopper, isn't he?
Yes.
Shoot the 3 as well. Hunt converts from the line, the second. 2-point game. Low. Hand off to Ioane. He penetrates.
Smooth.
Knows that Davison has 3 fouls as well. Smart play by Ioane and finishes. But right back at him. Also, Ioane has 3 fouls, and that's now his 4th.
Carlin taking the challenge there.
Yeah, whatever you can do, young buck, so can I. And Ioane, Wellington boy.
I love his aggressiveness. His willingness to put his body on the line. His athleticism as well.
Alia for 3. It's good.
Big shot.
Showing his range, the big man. 1-point ball game. Dylan. From range low, off the front of the iron. Always looks short. That was from distance. Pepper.
There again, getting good shots that they want, just not converting.
And elevating mid-range is automatic.
Pepper. Smooth. Salt and pepper.
Low. Yeah, nice from Rob Lowe. Beat Alia there, then quick shot. Off the glass.
He's feeling it.
Pepper, heat check. It's short. And leads all scorer with 15, Elijah Pepper.
Kind of have to afford Pepper those types of shots, even though they're coach killers.
Oh, active hands from Davison with the steal. Leading the break. Off to Hunts. Can't finish, but he gets the rebound. Can't finish the second time, gets it again, and is fouled. He's disappointed with himself, Jordan Hunt, but great hustle to keep hold of position, and eventually earns himself a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. You see a replay there.
That previous defensive possession all started with Alia again, extending the catch, making it real difficult for Rob Lowe to get the catch. So now you take them out of their rhythm and their offensive spacing, and they have to find something different. So
stuff we don't see in the stat sheet, Troy, but so important, aren't they? Some of the work that you're mentioning with Alia.
Just the little details, I think, can make massive differences, particularly against teams that, you know, where the ball goes through a certain guy's hands, especially with the big 3. They like to go through Rob and Chris Johnson through the high post, so trying extending those catches is a smart thing to do. It takes a lot of effort.
All tied up again, 53 apiece. Dealing with it, the top of the key. Penetrates and finishes. Got the mismatch, took on Hunt and finished. Smaller guard on the big Hunt.
What we call a turtle. Attack the turtle.
Oh, Pepper, it's not falling for him at the moment. Another 3 doesn't drop. Riley, this time attacking the paint. And Chunga is going to be called for the foul.
Riley's very good at this, navigating through those high screens, recognizing people going under or recognizing that there's no help and getting downhill. He's having a breakout season this season.
Yeah, it certainly is. 3rd year in the league, averaging 21 points per game coming in, and has 14, a chance to add another couple from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, which would make him the game's leading scorer. He came into the game shooting 9 of 19 from beyond the arc, and he drops down both. So now the Tuatara quickly with a 4-point advantage. Midway stage of this 3rd quarter. Robertson bringing it up the floor. Alia.
Great backup.
Pepper.
Oh, too much English.
Yeah. Tried to get that spin off the backboard. Got the spin, but too much of it, as you heard from Troy McLean. Doesn't drop. Back down the other end. Dilling. He can't convert.
Kick.
Important rebound, Alia. Robertson to Alia. Pepper. He'll drive. Can he finish one-handed? He can't, but he's fouled in the act of shooting. We'll go the line.
Tommy V getting his hand caught in the cookie jar. Just a little hip check.
Second on Vodanovic. Ioane with 4, Dilling with 3, Riley with 3 as well. For this Tuatara in foul trouble. Or Davison still the only player with 3 for the Saints. Few players with a couple as Alia checks out. Hunt checks in for the home side. And Pepper to shoot a couple from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Every free throw made contributes to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program. Big thank you to our friends at Chemist Warehouse.
These are just such great opportunities for the likes of, I don't know, Robertson. Get him some minutes in the NBL before he heads off. If he does head off to explore his college career.
Yeah, certainly doing well, the rookie, this afternoon. Wiley, pull up Jay. It doesn't drop. Johnson can't secure the rebound. And Robertson brings it up the floor.
Pass. Nice.
Davison for 3. Nice. It drops eventually.
One screen. Good for Carlin to see one go down.
Yeah, just as 7 points to him so far, as it 3 bounces away for Tuatara. So the Saints with the lead now. Robertson for 3. Off the front of the iron from the youngster.
Oh, great kick.
And back down the other end. Johnson beating Robertson down the floor. Davison. Pepper. Floater is good. Up and over. CJ. Nothing the big could do about that one.
Yeah, saw him coming early.
Beautiful touch as well, isn't it?
Stopped and popped. Great find.
Oh, what a pass from CJ. Dilling can't convert, though. Oh. Pepper for 3. It rims out. Gold gets a rebound. Great hustle.
Great hustle.
Keeps Dilling off him. And peak possession for the Saints.
They'll ISO this.
Yeah, Pepper on Johnson. Johnson did a pretty good job.
Again, Sam Gold. Sam Gold. Oh.
Got 2-0 boards, but they give it away this time, the Saints. Leading the break is Riley. He can't finish. Johnson can't collect the rebound. I think it came off the Saints player. And now back to the Tuatara. Oh, oh. A scrappy old period.
It was an amazing series of unfortunate events.
As you see here.
Little bobble, little tiptoe.
Yeah, Johnson did well to keep it in play, but then ball was deemed to have gone out of bounds.
A little bit of a smaller lineup there for Tuatara. Let's see how they go.
Yeah, just Vodanovic on the floor, and their 3-headed monster. Ledger is there as well, though. Good patience from Wiley on Gold. Got the bigger man in the air and then went round him. Good finish. Tuatara restore their lead. And then he chases down the rebounders, Wiley, as well. Off the Davison miss.
Look inside.
Vodanovic backing up. Ingram. Inside now, outside to Riley for three. It doesn't go. Slapped rebound from Hunt. Doesn't go the way of the Saints. I think I see what a foul on the baseline from Gold on Dilling.
Dilling and Low pretty quiet so far. Kind of unnecessary. Everyone else seems to be chipping in.
Yeah, averaging 16.3 a game coming into the contest. Just 7 so far. Josh Dilling, in his first year in the league. Played in college, most recently in Northern Kentucky last year. Dilling for three. Air ball and off the side of the backboard. So there's a shot clock getting fixed here. And Cam Glidden calling a timeout. I love how, I don't know if you did this, Troy, when you were coaching, whether you're this polite to the official saying, can I please have a timeout here?
Please and thank yous.
Yeah.
This was definitely a thing. Until they made a bad call, and then it was not.
But loving it from Cam Glidden. So a timeout here called by the Auckland Tuatara. A minute 13 remaining in this third quarter. They have that 1 point advantage. And you just feel like this one's going to go down to the wire. Had a 1 point ball game earlier today on this Anzac Day holiday here in Aotearoa. The Taranaki is getting the win over the Franklin Bulls. And we'll see which one this one goes this afternoon. There's the crowd getting into it here at TSB Arena. The Gorilla right in front of us. Going to work, bringing the crowd into it. The Saints will need this crowd here at TSB Arena over the closing quarter and 1 minute 13 of this game, as they look to protect home court. So out of bounds play will restart us. Saints baseline. Oh, Dilling looking for the alley-oop, excuse me, to Vodanovic.
A couple of years earlier, maybe.
Yeah, a bit out of reach of Vodanovic in his 32nd year.
Yeah, I think he was a bit surprised by it.
Yeah, late to rise to it, mishandled it, but the Saints can't punish them down the other end. They turn it over as well. Dilling going to work on Hunt, gets the basket but can't finish. Hunt with the rebound. And Coach Aaron Young urging his Saints on. Wanting that pace that they need to play with offensively. Allaire for three. Front of the iron. And Glidden calling the play from the bench. The Tuatara coach getting Dilling to slow down. Set up something here in the half court. Shot clock down to 5. Dilling well defended by Hunt, who swats his pass away.
Good, tidy, clean defensive position there from the Saints.
Yeah, it did well. Up to the challenge there in the half court defensively, which will please Aaron Young. Now they've got 5.6 seconds remaining in this quarter to come up with something. Can they reclaim the lead here at TSB Arena? Ingram almost loses control, then his pass is too heavy for Pepper. It was almost in Pepper's lap when he passed it to him. But out of control there offensively. Ingram obviously trying to play with pace, get it up over half court and get an opportunity. So 0.5 on the clock. Doesn't even have a chance for the three-quarter court heave does Dillick. And that'll be three-quarter time here at TSB Arena. It's the Auckland Tuatara with the 1-point advantage, 61-60 over the Wellington Saints.
For sponsoring the Basquetbol. Are you reckon you can do that, Manila? Good ball with Manila. He's going to give the hardcore shot at his head. Here we go, my guy. That's all I thought, Coach. That's what I thought. Oh, you're a character, Miguel. We're going to add another 100 to that one. So the next one on Thursday night could go up to 800. Not tonight, though. One more corner. Ladies and gentlemen, who's got the Tuatara? Who's got the Saints? One more time, Tuatara fans, stand up. 12 of you. Who's got the Wellington Saints?
Welcome back to TSB Arena as we get ready for the fourth and final quarter. The Saints down by 1. Saints have possession. Start this final period. Pepper, who's leading all scorers with 19, going to work. To Davison. He elevates and finishes.
Really like that action from the Saints, putting Carlin and Pepper in a high on ball.
Riley back down the other end, going to work. He has 16 points to lead the Tuatara this evening, along with 13 for CJ.
Interesting to see what Coach Young does here. That'll be Pepper's 4th. Does he leave him in? Looks like it.
He's got to, doesn't he?
I think a lot with this Saints group, they're still searching for their identity somewhat. So, you know, this will be Aaron seeing if he can trust his players to stay out there and do the right things, make the right plays.
A relative veteran on this Saints side. Of course, rookie in the NBL, but Perth Wildcat across the ditch. Davison throws it away. Was looking for a Lear. Breakdown in communication between the two. You can hear the frustration in Troy McLean's voice as well. The blood still bleed blue, assume.
Still bleed blue. There's a little bias there.
What we expect.
Great job.
6-time NBL champion Troy McLean. Great to have you in commentary. Be here throughout the Saints season here in the Sal's NBL action on Sky Sport.
Very much appreciate the help and support. Being my first time, brother, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a very enjoyable call. The game's close like this. Vidanovic for 3. Too heavy. Into the arms of Davison, who leads the break. Now holds it up momentarily as they get in their half-court set.
Nice.
Back
to him.
Davison thinks about the 3, then finds Hunt in the corner. Comes off the rim. Rebound to Tuatara.
Saints really got to lock in on the defensive end. Better.
Low.
Nice.
And he throws it away. Looking for Dilling. So even the vets can make wrong plays there low. It's a breakdown with him and Dilling. Usually so good at looking after the ball at the Auckland Tuatara. Davison gets it from the inbounds from Gold. Back to Gold for three. Off the back of the eye. Athleticism from Ingram, who goes down hard. I think had Dilling underneath him as well.
Oh, he's picking up the foul call. This is...
Ingram's got the foul call. And you can hear from the crowd here at TSB Arena, they do not enjoy that. I see a replay of this one. As Ingram flies up.
I'm not sure. Actually, I'm very sure, but I'm not sure.
You've been diplomatic, Troy McLean.
I'm trying to.
Imagine. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that went that way.
I'm assuming commentators can't talk about the referees as well. So.
Yeah, something we didn't see there, but that's the way it's gone. Play continues. Tuatara by one. Riley penetrating.
Let's go.
Doesn't drop.
We've got numbers here.
Davison to
Good
Ingram
find.
for three. Great response from Dante Ingram. Didn't get the call his way one end. And the next play down that end of the court. Drops down to three. And the Saints now by two. Vodanovic with Davison. Wonderfully done. Vodanovic is right under the basket. Unstoppable from there.
Unstoppable. Just punishes you if you don't catch him early and take the battle to him early.
Davison going back at it the other ends. So maybe missed out on his defensive assignment. Makes up for it back down the other end with an and one opportunity too. It's what you love to see from Carlin Davison. Takes up the challenge.
Nice little in and out cross. Got his men shifted.
Through a couple of defenders and
skinning up. Left-hand finish.
And now we've seen a tick as well.
A tick as well.
On Vodanovic?
Yeah. Carlin's been a part of the offensive flow for the last 4 or 5 possessions. It's been nice to see. Really looking at him to go and be involved. This kind of gives Elijah Pepper a little time off.
So Pepper. Shoot the technical on the line.
Those are really important too. Can get the eye in on shooters. So
he has 20 now for the night to lead all scorers. Zach Riley with 18.
Not really shooting great from the 3-point line, but well, not shooting great at all. 16%. But hopefully that can align him.
Tommy Vodanovic had to be careful there. He was pleading the Tuatara's case and then realised I've just had a technical. I should probably sit straight back down, and did.
Yep.
Good experience shown there eventually after the emotion maybe got him carried away a bit.
Tommy's always good for 1T.
So the inbounds play going the way of the Saints, much to the chagrin of the Tuatara. Another one just rims out. Looked halfway down the cylinder from Pepper. Yeah, despite how he's shooting, he will keep shooting. Elijah Pepper. Dilling with Ingram for company. Can't shake Ingram. Gives it up to Riley. Pull-up jumper is no good. Last couple from Riley haven't dropped.
Keep going.
Davison.
Great cut.
Great pass and the cut from Pepper, and he finishes at the rim. Quick timeout taken by the Auckland Tuatara as the Saints take a 5-point lead here at TSB Arena.
Carlin being a big part of this.
Yeah, we'll see a replay here. Great bounce pass to the cutting Pepper and finishing. And Cam Glidden has seen enough straight with the timeout call. So Pepper now with 22. Excuse me, Troy. Riley still with 18. But other than the 22 for Pepper, it's Alea with 12, Davison with 11, Ingram with 9. Only other double-digit scorer other than Riley for the Tuatara is Johnson with 13. Bogdanovic with 9 as well, and Lowe with 8. Both teams with a number of threats, but so far tonight it's been Pepper and Riley for the most part, and certainly at the most shots for each team.
It's be interesting to see what they do with Carlin here. Carlin on 3 fouls, so maybe attack him on the defensive end.
Yeah, that assignment's been a tough one for the Tuatara since Ioane's gone back to the bench with his 4 fouls. He was giving Davison as good as he got.
Yes. You almost have to match that athleticism.
Wiley finds an open Riley, and he puts it down this time.
Great quick swing.
Zach Riley. Some great work out of the timeout from the Auckland Tuatara. Davison going back on attack mode and throwing it down. And that just showed Davison almost gesturing to Riley, you can't stop me, but Riley back down the other end as Davison was caught out of position, and Riley goes on attack. Great response from the young man, and he'll get the N1 as well. You see a replay of the drive from Davison. Gestures towards Riley. Riley back at him.
Just splitting the two, covering the ball up, protecting. And then a nice left hand, easy dunk.
He now has 24 for the game, Zach Riley, the lead all scorers. I mentioned he'd missed a couple, but great response from him. Back-to-back baskets and the N1. So a quick 6 from Riley.
Davison having a seat.
And getting a break. I assume before we see him for the closing stages. Alea for 3. Too heavy. Low with the rebound. Riley taking on Chunga. Getting to that basket and finishing. Despite the attentions from Chunga. And a timeout's called by the Saints. And Riley loved that one.
Yeah, he's hyped.
It's been a great comeback for the young man. Missed a couple, as I said, and now he's turning it on. He now has 26 for the evening and 28 on Saturday afternoon against Manawatu Jets, and backing it up here on Monday. And after being down by 5 at Tuatara, now up by 1. There's Aaron Young and no option but to call a timeout. Not happy by the response since the last time out by the Tuatara. What do you think Aaron Young will be saying to his side, Troy?
I don't think he's happy, but I think he's, as you can see, it looks like they're discussing certain actions along with maybe defensive coverages. Just making sure the group is settled, poised.
Interesting to see how long Carlin Davison will sit down for as well. And he's a real spark plug for this Wellington Saints side on both ends of the floor. Big recruit for the Saints this season, of course. At the moment, Chunga is on the floor for him. Alea, hand off to Ingram. Pepper. Now Hunt bounce past forward, Chunga who elevates, but swatted away. There was no way past the beasts there, Chris Johnson.
Wow, with 2 hands too. Good for Aubrey to try and go up and yak that. He came up with a little smile on his face. I think he realized this.
I love the enthusiasm from the young man, the 17-year-old to take on the 40-year-old beast inside, and Johnson. He didn't turn it down, but he was denied.
Double.
Ingram eventually finds a leer from the inbounds play. He approached the midway point of this final quarter. Good patience from a leer under the basket. Working his way around, Johnson and finishing. There was no way the big man for the Tuatara could deny him that time. And a foul off the ball this time. As Davison was a short sit, about 40 seconds or so, game time. He's coming back in. Came into this game with doubt. He was questionable with a Achilles injury, so his minutes would have to be managed somewhat, but obviously a key player for Coach Young.
I mean, Jordan trying to do a good job of catching and taking the battle to Rob Lowe early, but maybe a little over-enthusiastic.
Dilling goes round the pick from Lowe, goes to work on Hunt.
Good job.
Can't finish. Good work from Jordan Hunt. Lowe wanted a foul. Officials say no. Pepper.
That's a foul.
Spot up 3 is good. He now has 25, and the Saints are up by 4.
Thought he got clipped a little bit there on the underneath the shot.
Johnson for 3, trying to reply, unable to do so. Big rebound, Davison, who then loses the handle, but it feels like he's fouled, and is by Riley. Hunt brings him to his feet.
Got to be the bonus now, so.
All energy, Carlin Davison, isn't he?
He's just such an athlete. 0 to 100 very, very quickly.
All-Star 5 last season in the NBL. Carlin Davison, of course, with the Taranaki years, moving down to the capital this season.
I had the pleasure to observe him with kids at the Wellington Basketball Association hoop kids camp, and he was fantastic with the kids. Yeah, great exemplar.
You'd love to see, just a young man himself. Davison, 22 years of age. But inspiration for the next generation.
This is good action.
Oh, slightly wayward pass from Pepper, comes off the feet of Davison. And then Riley streaking down the other end and finishes. Quick basket for the Tuatara off the turnover from the Saints. Now, Alir turns down the 3 and drives it, throws it down. Wow, quickly back at it, the Tuatara.
On him.
We need a timeout just to watch that time and time again, please.
The NZ player timeout, please. Man.
Wow, here we go. Turns down the 3 and drives and throws it down. I think that was Riley underneath that.
That was Riley. Came up with a little bit of a smile on his face.
There's credit straight back down the other end, Riley. He leads all scorers with 28 points. Had a great afternoon. Level with his production from the other night.
Oh, great hands.
Yeah, good hands down low.
Great pass.
Outlet pass as well. But great recovery from Dilling to get his hands in the cookie jar there to deny Ingram the easy basket or make him earn it. The replay of the dunk from another angle. Wow, with authority. And he loved that Alir. He almost forgot to get back on D.
This can be a problem sometimes.
Pepper for 3 from the corner. Short. Rebound Riley. 4-point game. 3.5 remaining. Still up for grabs this contest. Inside to Tommy Vidanovic, who pins down Davison down low and finishes. Too easy for Tommy V.
Yeah, just got to take the battle to him early. Can't allow him to get you underneath and bury you.
Pepper. Looking baseline, fade away is good. He was so good in the mid-range.
Little one-legger. Funky step back. Love it.
Dylan.
High-low.
Riley. Tries to find Vidanovic again. Good tip by Ingram, but Vidanovic gets it back, lights it up for three.
Rebound, nice, Pepper.
Good rebound for Pepper, who celebrates that rebound. He knows that's big. They lead by 4, the Saints, with possession. Wayward pass by Pepper, but Ingram gets some help from the official. Foul there from Wiley from behind.
I think Riley tried to take the chair away a little bit there, but got caught.
See a replay of that one there.
Just a little bit of a tug.
There wasn't too much in that one. Ingram will take it. Chance to earn a couple from the free throw line. Chemist Warehouse strike. Every free throw made contributes to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops in Schools program. And he's 2 from 2.
Ioni coming back in.
6-point game. Yet Ioane with those 4 fouls back in the game for the Tuatara. Dylan to Tommy Vidanovic. Got Alea in the air. And picks up the foul. He'll go the line to shoot a couple.
Good position there to open up Donny on the open side there. Nobody there to tag him. So he gets a good look at the hoop.
And Alea just always playing with a smile on his face. First to apologise to Vidanovic for the foul there. Plays the game the right way, that's for sure, as Vidanovic misses the first. Hometown boy returning to Wellington. The crowd see him in other colours now. Cheering against him. And he misses both. Well, that could be big in this game.
That is big.
2 minutes and change remaining. Alea pulls down the rebound, which was big also.
Donny upset with himself there, but we'll try and find a way to get it back. Good action.
Pepper. One-on-one with Riley now. Get some space, but can't finish with a 3. Very good ball inside to Vidanovic. Vidanovic can't finish. Good pressure from goal. And then a good tip from Alea. Keeps the Saints in possession. Tick over 1.5 minutes remaining now. They lead by 6. The Saints in control at this stage. Can they ice it? Davison takes on Ioane. Good hands from Ioane. Almost loses possession to Davison. Now Alea going inside. Shot clock at 1. Gets the shot up in time. Can't finish. He wanted a foul. And it has been given.
Yeah.
Oh, the mascot doing his work to put off Tommy Vidanovic.
McGilla, eh?
Good work.
The 6th man of the year.
Yeah. Well, up against who could be the 6th man of the year, Tommy Vidanovic. They're going to work as the timeout is called. 1 minute, 16 seconds remaining here at TSB Arena. A 6-point game. The Wellington Saints looking to close this one out and bounce back from back-to-back defeats on the road and keep that home court advantage, which is so important, and hand the Tuatara their first defeat of season 2026.
They have 2 free throws to come as well, so they can extend that lead to 8. More than 2 possessions. This is
Yeah,
very helpful.
A couple of free throws here, of course, come after Vidanovic. Missed a couple himself from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Chris Johnson has been sitting out the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, Cam Glidden has seen something that likes going with the low, and Vidanovic in the front court. So it'll be a Lear to shoot the free throws. He has 16 for the evening. Second highest scorer for the Saints, behind the 27 for Elijah Pepper. Successful with the first, as TSB Arena went quiet for a moment. And the second is good too.
Solid stop here.
8-point lead now. Tuatara need a quick basket. And Lowe provides it. Drives to the rim and finishes. Oh, 6-point game. And the Saints almost turned it over straight from the inbounds play.
Not sure what Alia is doing, calling for the ball, but...
And Lowe thought he'd force the turnover, but back with the inbounds pass for the Saints.
Back to him.
Alia bringing it up court. Good. Pepper.
Get a good position here.
With Ioane for company.
The clock is our friend.
Certainly is. Pepper taking
wow.
around Ioane and then shooting for three. That could be the dagger.
Money.
Elijah Pepper with 30. And the Saints up by 9. Make that 7. Nice little jumper from Dilling. Yeah, plenty of time still. 7-point game, 35 on the clock as a quick foul is taken. Riley on Davison. Davison will shoot a couple. Both sides in the bonus.
I think that's a wrap. Although stranger things have happened.
All right, misses the first. Successful with the second, so 8-point game. Dilling drives to the basket. He's fouled. Has he penetrated? So Dilling will shoot a couple from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Every time the clock stops.
This is good for
It's good for the Tuatara, exactly, Troy. Dilling quiet tonight, just the 9 points, so remains 9 as he can't knock down the first free throw. Averaging 16 a game so far this season. Second one is successful. Makes it a 7-point game once more. Davison brings the ball up court, almost caught in possession there. And then a big foul from Ioane, and that's a way to foul out of a game. As Ingram went for the big dunk, and Ioane said no. Yeah, not doing that here.
Nothing easy. I really like this kid, Ioane. Wellington boy.
Yeah, I wonder how he was allowed to escape the Wellington region. Now at school in Auckland, Dilworth College, I believe. Finishing his schooling there. And a younger brother, I believe, also playing up there. Certainly one to watch, KC Ioane. Ingram unable to convert the first. So So it remains a 7-point lead to the Wellington Saints. Second to come from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. 24 and change remaining. Second is good. Restores that 8-point advantage. Riley pull up three. There's no good. Big rebound. Carlin Davison. He avoids a couple now. Pepper breaks through the press.
Just hold. Lead.
Yeah, this calms it down.
That's game over.
And that is it. Shot clock will expire. And the Wellington Saints with a big win over the previously unbeaten Auckland Tuatara. 90 points to 82. There are a couple of players that we'll hear from shortly as well. I imagine Elijah Pepper will be your player of the game. Troy McLean will be indeed. So we'll hear from him. Also hear from one of the Auckland Tuatara players. But a big 8-point win for the Wellington Saints, bouncing back from back-to-back road defeats to get a 90-82 win over the Auckland Tuatara here at their home court, their fortress. And there he is, Elijah Pepper. Our commentators picked 30 points tonight to lead all scorers. Big performance from the Perth Wildcats guard. Just his fourth game. Been averaging 24 a game, and this is season high 30 tonight. And good contributions from Davison with 14, 18 from Aaliyah, also 12 from Ingram. While for the Tuatara, great performance in vain by Zach Riley, 28 points for him this evening. Also 13 to Johnson, 10 apiece for Lowe and Dilling, and also 11 for Tom Vodanovich. So 2-2 now, the Mills Albert Wellington Saints, 2-0 at home. And the J Cup Auckland Tuatara fall to their first defeat of season 2026. As we get inside the happy huddle here, it was always going to be a big challenge up against this big and imposing Tuatara side for the Saints, but they matched the physicality and they came up big. And here are those top point scorers, as I mentioned. Pepper with 30, Aaliyah 18, Davison 14, Ingram 12, and Hunt 9 for the Saints. While Riley, Lowe, Wiley, Ioane, and Johnson has the rebounding total. As we get ready to go courtside, as our MVP of the afternoon, Elijah Pepper, is with Troy McLean.
Hey Elijah, congratulations man, solid win. Didn't shoot the ball statistically great, but you made the ones at the end that mattered. I thought defensively you were fantastic. How did you think that defensively the defense was during the game for your group?
You know, we were at halftime. I told you I thought we had to be better on defense in the defensive glass, and that's exactly what we did. I don't know how many boards we gave up there, but I thought we were great. Catch and Jordy were great on the glass. Those guys were monsters tonight. Defense in the second half was solid. That's what kept us in it. We went on a little cold stretch in the third quarter, and yeah, I mean that's all I can say. It was great.
Yeah, I like the way they played you off the ball tonight. A lot of pin downs, a lot of things to loosen up the defense. Is that what we can expect to see for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I mean, I think me and AY and the rest of the guys are going to have to work together a little bit. Defenses are you're honing in on it. That's the scout, and so you gotta find different ways to score and get into actions. And I thought we did a great job of that tonight.
Congratulations, brother. Awesome job.
Appreciate it.
Elijah Pepper there, career night in the Cells NBL, 30 points to lead the Saints to an 8-point win over the Auckland Tuatara, 90 points to 82. And wonderfully done. He was completing the Chemist Warehouse stats. Davison with 9 assists, big outing for him in all areas. Pepper with 5, Hunt with 3, Ingram with 2, Lowe, Dilling, Riley, and Willie, the main ones for the Tuatara. 2 blocks apiece for Johnson and Hunt. Also Gold and Dilling with blocks for the respective sides. And Davison showing all areas of his game. 3 steals along with Elijah Pepper, 3. Active hands from both of those two. Aaliyah got 2. Riley and Dilling leading the way for the Tuatara with 2 apiece. As all round, it was a very impressive win. And here's the upcoming fixtures. We'll be back here at TSB Arena on Thursday night. The Wellington Saints taking on the Taranaki Airs from 6 o'clock. Rapid League, of course. And then we have Nuggets and Jets from Friday night, the Tauranga Whai and the Franklin Bulls on Saturday. On Martinez, a matchup, and then the Giants and the Airs on Saturday afternoon. All to come in week 4 of the Sal's NBL. But your closing thoughts, Troy McLean, on what was a pretty impressive win, a much-needed win here on home floor for the Wellington Saints.
Yeah, I think like Elijah Pepper had discussed, I think defensively they made good adjustments in the second half. Alia stepped up big, but I think Carlin was fantastic. He really controlled the tempo. They gave him the ball a lot towards the back end of the third and the start of the fourth. He stayed out of foul trouble. Yeah, just showing his maturity as a player. Yeah, I thought he was huge.
That wraps us up here from TSB Arena in Wellington as the Wellington Saints with a big 8-point win over the Auckland Tuatara, 90-82. We'll be back here Thursday night. Until then, mā te wā.